Hello, Grandpa here again to do a little tour of what I think is one of my better camps. This is my second camp for my what has become my main character. I did a little railroad train station here, and take a look and show you that it's just below Fort Atlas. I named it Atlas Station. Just south of that, Atlas Station, Atlas Fortress, Fort Atlas. I'll get it right in a minute. We have the Atlas Station or train station that I put on what I thought was at the time was the straightest piece of track available. Came down here and put this in here. It does have a little shack behind it there, kind of adds to the atmosphere a little bit. I started with the main structure here. The main structure is my train station, and I tried to make it as dimensionally close to any other train station in the area that I could. Started out with the 2x5. We'll go inside here and we be sure here that it was a 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Be sure again. Count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2x5 foundation area, as close as to the size of a train station that we could get. Decorated with some of the foundations that we got from the atomic shop, and decorated the walls with the I want to say this is the Slocum Joe's wallpaper set that we got from the Adams shop. Back in the back in the corner I put the chemistry station. As in all train stations, you have some sort of workshop there. I put a scrap box next to it with a window here, as usually the case. I had these benches that you can get through playing. You get the plans for these benches. I tried to line them up as accurately as I could to make it look like it's a train station that they would have had before the bombs that's not quite so wrecked. I had the benches here, and up at the front I have my stash box, which is pretty close to where they would have a stash box in each station. And I did put the computer terminals up here, kind of to match the terminals they would have in a train station. I did put the punch card machine here, put some posters on the wall for decoration, placed a window here. They usually would have some type of bar or shelf here. I put a container here, a tool chest container thing here, to kind of mimic that a little bit, with the door at the back and going out to the little one foundation porch on the outside, having steps going down each side so that you could enter from the back if you needed. I did put a door on the outside. Other train stations don't have a door, but I did put a door there. Up front on this corner here, I did put a saloon door, because I thought, you having a lot of baggage and you would go in and out the door, you want a door that was a little easier to open. So that's why I put that there. For the little vendor area here, I did a double wall. I did one wall as glass and the other wall as the jailhouse wall. Door walls, the door spaces, and slid inside there a shelf to make it look like a ticket stand. Put at the back here the Western vendor bot back at the back in the living room by itself to kind of mimic what we have in a train station. I put some of the signs up on the walls, the clock over the door, to add a little decoration on the inside here. On the outside, I used a contemporary porch set to make the boarding and docking station platform. Put some benches and some work benches and some regular sitting benches, cigarette machine, newsstand, the kind of things that you might see on the outside of a train station. I put some stash boxes, suitcase stash boxes out, and some plants out to make it look a little cluttered the way one of the regular train stations would have looked like. And going around this area now, this is a 4x4 area, not a 4x4, a 2x2 area here to kind of mimic the size of the porch on the side of the train station. Again, I put some crafting stations and an ice box and things out here to kind of clutter it up a little bit. I did put a step here. Usually there's not a step going up to the front of these places, but I put a step here to make it easier for me to get up and in and out instead of going around the back way. That is the train part. Up here on the, let's see if I can make myself get up there. Okay, well, first let's go over here and take a look at our living quarters. I made it kind of a tower-like, using the half-floor trick to get the post on the corners of the little living area, and put that up for the living area. Going up the steps and opening the door, going into the living area. We have our desk and our television, all of our little amenities, little place to sit. We have, since it's a train station, I put our toy train decoration in here. A couple of shelves with some stuff on it, with a plant and a place to sleep, to make it look all cozy like a living area. Step out the back door here, and then we can walk around the structure to as a platform, just as a lookout type platform. This is where I have the switch to turn all the lights on and off, and the railings here are railings that were purchased from the Adam shop, and they just happen to fit almost perfectly around the area up here, so to show us rails to keep us from falling off. Right now I'm going to jump off, and we're going to look at the top of the train station. You see, I put roofs on the top of for the top floor here, and let me go ahead and move this out the way. Yeah, go ahead and move that out the way so that we might be able to get in there and look in there, so I can see. Well, go ahead and I'll go ahead and delete that and put it back. We'll jump over here and see. This is where I put the generator up top here. I'll lift these windows here, half walls here, to have room for the generator on top and kind of hide it a little bit up here. And I have the wiring going out, going across the top of the building here, so it powers all the lights on the inside the train station, and then it goes out here to this conduit, which goes up to another conduit here where I can have power going out to the little restaurant over there, and power going over to the living area we just came through. So that's what I did there. Coming on down here, we'll look at the train station. We got this as a prize from one of the, I forget whether it was the Scorch, the Holiday Scorch. I believe it was a Holiday Scorch, but it may have been the more minor treasure hunter events. But I decided to put this in. I thought I could get a little lower to the ground, but weren't able to. So I put this here as a restaurant and lined these foundations, these concrete foundations, as closely as I could to match the foundation on the train. Started on the other side and just clipped through, and I put this side up and clipped through, and I put the stairs on, and I clipped the same railings on, and I started on this side and put them in, and just so happens that it clipped perfectly right through this step up here. So it did clip perfectly and looked just right there. On this side, you're not able to walk off on the side, and over on this side I did put railings around the side of the train just for decoration, to make it look a little different, a little better. On the inside here, there you see our cook, who sometimes likes to not wear her clothes while cooking. Maybe a fetish she has, I don't know. Sometimes I come here and she's dressed, but sometimes I come here and she's not. So I apologize about her lack of morality here. I have put back here a cooking stove for us, and her cooking stove, our ally cooking stove here. We could use both of them, but in case she's using that one, we can go ahead and use this one. I put the bar pieces up here from the Slocum Joe just as a counter type, and when I got the water cooler, I put it in the corner here, and the Red Rocket tables, benches, and stools along each side as seating places. Have some decorations on the wall, some fish, Nuka-Cola girl, mess hall signs, something talking about the sandwiches we have, and again our two choices for dinner, take it or leave it. I like that. I put that up there, and our little pizzeria sign up also to let you know that, hey, we serve pizza. We also have a magazine rack with some magazines you could buy and or look at while you're in here, and a little refrigerator back in the back. I do have the doors on here. I think we're able to close the doors. The doors can close and open here. And I have the open sign and mess hall sign here to let you know, hey, we're open for business. On the front side here are 3 water purifiers, so that we can get plenty of purified water out, which I do need to get so that we can get our score up. When I got the well, which I bought with gold from the guy down at the settler. I'm old. It's on the top of my head, but I can't get it down to come out to my tongue. Foundation. That's it. The vendor at Foundation. I bought the I used gold to buy the well. I placed a well here because I thought it might look good here. I have the gold collectron down next to the railroad track under our living area. Over to the side here beside the restaurant, I did build a little greenhouse, a little shack going into the greenhouse, a little greenhouse with some plants and gourds and stuff so we could make our adhesive, and we have stuff to make our cranberry relish if we need it. So this is my train station camp build. One of my better builds, I think. I'm looking forward to doing more of the tour type videos. For right now, these I don't see me deleting these really anytime soon, but I may go and do a rebuild of them in the Fallout Worlds if I still have it at the time. And any rebuilds or new builds I do, I will do videos on them as I'm building them, so that we can see some of the tricks and some of the glitches used to make these things happen. For now, that's all, and I thank you, and this is Grandpa saying be good and be safe.